Hi, my name is Jesse Hayes. I'm the art director and co-founder of S2 Games. Today I'm going to give a little bit of background, a little peek at behind the scenes at some of the thought processes for the artwork for Strife. I think we were fairly successful at making a pretty good looking game, but I think we learned a ton about creating a more accessible game and adding a lot of depth and character and personality along with just visual clarity, and we wanted to bring that into Strife. We kind of throw around the term dark Pixar around here a little bit. Just very high quality, tons of personality, and tons of character and depth are some of the really key goals as far as establishing a look.
What were the challenges in terms of building a world and having it differentiate itself from Heroes of the North?
It's just understanding and finding how to get that character, how to find it, how to realize what's memorable and what actually really trying to find different styles and whatnot that have a little bit broader appeal, so, stuff that isn't so black or white.
And when it comes to this world, can you talk a little about the art style you actually did take?
We kind of had three mantras. I'll kind of back up a little bit. We had three mantras when we were working on the game. The game had to be accessible, memorable, and readable. And the accessible part's pretty simple. We needed to come up with a hero that originally a person would like right off the bat. Sometimes that means that's a cute character, that's a cool character, that's a funny character. Those are the kind of things that are really easy to nail at first. And because those are kind of characterizations and stylizations upon certain topics that you kind of exaggerate upon that are pretty readable, and those are stylistic choices that are quite simple. Taking it to the next level is adding personality and twists, and that's like that's creating a more memorable bond that you're going to think about later in the game. That's something that we spent a lot of time working on, and then making sure that those art styles are very readable. Now, they're not too noisy, they're not too detailed, and making sure that they're very clear and easy to see and understand in the game.
How have advances in technology since you guys first started with Heroes of the North impacted what you were able to do to bring this world of Strife to life?
It's kind of twofold, actually. It hasn't been as big as other types of games, such as like FPSs, where you're super immersed. Like for a Last of Us, where you really want to feel like you're actually in this place. One of our goals with the accessibility is technical accessibility. Now, we do have a new renderer completely. Our engines, we've always built our own engines from scratch for pretty much for all of our games. And so we're able to kind of piece together exactly what we're going to need for each game. With Strife, we have a new renderer, but at the same time, that technical accessibility is a really key part of our plan. Like, we want to make sure this game runs on every system. So that means we have an efficient engine that runs all our artwork with really awesome features, but we also take a lot of pride in designing our artwork so that it runs on slower computers. And so we do a lot of that with a lot of the artist touches rather than technology. Some of the characters, again, I can kind of like hit up a little bit on the three things that make up a character. We've got the stereotypes, the twists. We'll start with the two things. The stereotypes are the easy part. For instance, you have like a ranger, a mage. You've got a tank characters. Now, those are the kind of first things that people are going to see in play. Now, what we want to do, like for instance, we have a character like Rook, which I believe is the guy behind me. I don't know if it's in frame, but he's typically he would be a ranger, would be his stereotype. One of the things that we do is we want to find something really interesting, some kind of an interesting twist to give him depth and personality. And this all starts with the lore of the game too, which is a very important part of the art, is drawing inspiration and guidance from the lore of the game. So his backstory is he's kind of one with ravens and crows, like birds. So all of his abilities and effects are all tied really closely into those. And so that kind of gives you that memorable twist to hang on to in addition to that first initial stereotype.